everybody, today we're going to be doing a haul. I picked up several things over the past couple of weeks and I'd love to share them with you guys. I have things that I purchased from Sephora and from Ulta, and that's basically all the places I purchased things from, but I do have several palettes I would love to show you guys and a couple other like little things, so let's just go ahead and get into it. I also attempted to paint my nails so I didn't look so crappy for you guys. I literally painted these like 5 minutes ago and they're already chipping off and cracking. Like, I'm just the worst, the absolute worst at being a girl. Like, I absolutely love makeup and everything else is terrible. Like, today people kept asking me where I got my flannel and I'm guessing they were expecting me to say something like Anthropologie. And I was like, oh yeah, the Salvation Army in the men's section. I got it on 99-cent day. So yeah, apart from me really enjoying makeup, everything else is like not particularly girly, but that's just how it is. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the haul because I have a lot of stuff I would like to show you guys. I also forgot to say that I have stuff from BH Cosmetics, and that is where I'm going to be starting off today. So the first thing I picked up from BH Cosmetics was this Studio Pro Brow Filler Inner Pomade, and this is supposed to be waterproof. I got this because my Anastasia dip brow is kind of gross now, so I wanted to see if it was like a dupe. The packaging looks very similar to the dip brow. The actual pomade itself looks like this. I have already dipped my finger into it to see what it's like, and I don't know if it's going to be a dupe because it is very waxy feeling, but I'm going to test it out anyway. Next up from BH Cosmetics is this Studio Pro Blendy Sponge thing, which just looked so ridiculous that I had to have it. It looks like a beauty blender, but look at the shape of this thing. Like, this could like stab people. It's so pointy. I'm not 100% sure what the extreme point of this is for. I guess like getting like real close up in detailed areas, but I wanted to test this out and I want to see if it's at all comparable to the actual beauty blender because this was much cheaper. And last up from BH Cosmetics, I got this Marble Collection Warm Stone palette. I got it because I enjoy marble things, and I also thought that the shadows themselves looked really pretty when I saw it on Instagram. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Just some very nice warm and neutral colors. Some of them are really nice and some of them are not so fantastic, but if you guys would like a more detailed review on this, I can do that for you. Next up, we're going to be moving into a couple random things. These are things that I picked up from like Etsy and other more indie brands like that. So I have a black glitter here from MBA Cosmetics. I have a Pokemon eyeshadow in the shade Master Ball from Shiro Cosmetics, and it's just like a really pretty purple shade. BM Cosmetics also sent this along with the glitter. This is a loose pigment in the shade Tutti Frutti, and it's really like pinkish, and they say you can put it on your eyes and lips, so that's pretty cool. And then I have a doe why? I don't know why, but I have a Doge eyeshadow here. It actually is called Doge. It has this little picture on the front, and this is just a really pretty shimmery loose pigment. And yeah, that also came from Shiro Cosmetics. Like, I don't know why I have this, but I thought it was funny, so I got it because that's what I do. I spend money on things that I think are weird. I don't know why. Alright, next up, I have made several orders from Sephora and Ulta, and I just want to show you guys like really quickly, if I can grab them all, the samples. And I know a lot of people don't like samples, but I love them. And yeah, so like all of these samples I've gotten recently, and I think samples are so much fun. So, you know, just little face creams, things like that. Oh, these actually came from Shiro Cosmetics as well. These are 2 samples of loose pigments inside little baggies, so that's pretty cool, and I got these for free along with my purchase. We have, this seems really interesting to me, Tatcha Classic Rice Enzyme Powder. I don't know what any of that means, but I'm very excited to try it out. We got some Makeup Forever like stuff. We got the little Sephora scent paper that they like to send you with all their perfumes on it. We got some Professional and perfume samples, Naked Skin color correcting sticks, like all sorts of fun stuff. I also have some deluxe size samples that I've gotten from Sephora. This is the Makeup Forever setting spray, which I'm really trying to use setting spray because if any of you have watched my last Sephora unboxing, yeah, I'm terrified of spraying things in my face. So I got this deluxe size sample so I can like test it out and like try to acclimate myself to be able to like spritz things in my face. Plus, you know, it'll help my makeup stay on longer, which I'm excited about. I also picked up a 100 point perk of this Too Faced Melted Matte. This is in the shade Sell Out, and I'm pretty excited about this because I have not tried this formulation before. It's cute. It comes in a little vial like that, and it has just, you know, simple doe foot applicator. This looks very moussey. Feels very moussey, but it is a very pretty nude color, so I'm excited to use this. Speaking of Sephora point perks, I also have picked up this Urban Decay Urban Addictions eyeshadow palette, and this is one of the 500 point perks because honestly, I just feel like I I accumulated like over 1,000 points and I just could never get anything. Like every time a new perk would come out, like a 750 or 1,000 point perk, it would be sold out instantly. Like, I would get on there every Tuesday, every Thursday, scroll through, see if anything was new, and as soon as I saw something like, oh, that's new, it would say sold out underneath. I don't know if they just had like such a limited quality or everybody was like me, like I have to use my points for something finally. It is a little frustrating that Sephora doesn't give more people the opportunity to use those hard-earned points because that is a lot of money spent to get those points. But anyway, I digress. This little palette here is kind of cute. I like the packaging. You get 4 shadows in here, 2 mattes, 2 shimmers, a little travel brush, and then you get like a one-time use packet of primer potion, which is stuck to the back of the packaging, which, you know. The palette itself looks exactly like the box. When you slide it out here, it has that same like galaxy swirl paint oil spill thing going on with the erased silver lettering. On the inside, you have your 4 teeny tiny shadows. These are exactly the size of a penny, like to a T. Like if you put this penny inside this pan, it would fit perfectly. It's only like 0.85 grams per shadow in here. And yeah, it comes with a mirror. It has this like tiny little dual-ended brush, but 500 points for this I think is a bit too much. Like I think it's just a little bit too much. I feel like they could have thrown in something to make this feel a little bit more special and a little bit more worth your points. Along with that, I also got a lipstick because 500 point perks apparently aren't enough on their own to ship to you. You have to spend at least 750 points in order for your perks to ship without merchandise, so I had to buy something else. So I went to the sales section. I found the cheapest thing I could, which is very typical of what I do. So this is a Sephora brand lipstick, and this is in the shade, I don't have the shades on here. That's very interesting. I guess I just ripped it off. This is in the shade Sweet Dreams, and it's just a glossy, pretty lipstick with a bit of shimmer in it. It's one of those that isn't really opaque or anything, it's just a nice gloss, but I do enjoy the colors. Next up, we have 2 things that I'm super excited about because besides owning her eyeliner, I have owned nothing else from this brand, and it is Kat Von D. I've been wanting this forever. I've been eyeing this little palette since it like came out. This is the Shade and Light contouring palette, and I'm so excited to finally have it. I got this on the 20% off sale. I figured it's now or never, so I'm very excited to finally pick this up. The contour that I have been using is Makeup Geek, and for some reason it's starting to like get really patchy on my skin. Like at the end of the day, I'll find it like in clumps, so it looks like I've just like rubbed dirt on my face. So I'm hoping this formulation will work a little bit better with my makeup, and yeah, you all know what this looks like. I'm just really excited to have it. And here it is, nice and pretty. I do really like her packaging. It is cardboard, but it feels hefty, and I like things that feel hefty because I feel like I've gotten my money's worth. So I'm very excited to try this out. Okay, next up from Kat Von D, I got the MetalMatte Palette, and I'm like a circus monkey. Like things are so entertaining to me. Like the fact that it says matte this way and you turn it this way and it says like metal, and I'm aware that this type of writing style has been around for like ever since like the Dark Ages, but for some reason it's just so fascinating that I can like, I don't know why, that's so interesting to me. But I'm really excited to have this palette. I've heard fantastic things about it. I've never ever used a Kat Von D eyeshadow, so I do not know what the formulation is like, but I cannot wait to find out. It's humongous, by the way. Like if we just compare the Shade and Light palette to it, like this one is much bigger. And I'm okay with that. Like I like showy type palettes. And then inside we just have all of our colors. And I think a lot of these are different from things I currently have. So that's why I was also attracted to it as well. So this one I'm probably most excited about. I'm very, very, very excited to start using these shadows. Alright, next up we're moving on to Ulta. I picked up a couple things during their 20% off sale like forever ago. I've been hoarding this stuff to show you guys. The first thing I got is this Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick in the shade Babe Alert. And I have one of these in the shade Stepping Out, and I really, really like it. So I figured I might as well go ahead and pick one up while it was 20% off. This one is a little bit more pinky than my Stepping Out one, so it's a little different, but it's not too far out of my comfort zone. I pretty much stick with, well, these colors. Like these are my colors that I go to on an average daily basis. but I think it's really pretty. I do love the formulation on these, so I'm excited to have it. I also picked up a couple other like little things that I was just out of, but those aren't too fancy or fun, so I'm not going to show that. I picked up this Urban Decay XX Vice LTD Reloaded palette, and this was on sale for $34, then 20% off, so it was a bargain, I suppose. I think it's a pretty cool packaging. I like the shimmery UD here in the center, and I think this is pretty fun. You press this button and it goes boop. It's like Star Trek or something. I don't think I have any other palette that does that little boop motions. I think that's pretty cool. It does come with a double-ended brush, and inside we have all of the shadows. I have to say I don't have a lot of these colors of shadows, so that's why I wanted to pick it up, because I feel like it can help broaden my eyeshadow horizons, which I do need help with. I just got into makeup not that long ago, so working with makeup and eyeshadow and stuff, I do need a little bit of help like breaking out of my box and learning new techniques and things like that. I need to start watching more tutorials. That's what I need to do. Hopefully one day I'll be able to like break out of my mold and do fantastic makeup like all the other beautiful people on YouTube. That's what I aspire to one day. So anyway, that is all I have for this haul today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm looking around to make sure I didn't miss anything, but if I did, it'll just be in my next haul. I'll hoard it till then. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. As always, I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye!